Today we're going to talk about the rebellions in 1837 and 1838. We're going to talk about how they happen and what are the consequences. All right. So if we look at the objectives today, we need to understand the causes of the rebellions. Two, we need to identify some characteristics of the rebellions. And three, we need to understand the Union Act of 1840. What caused the rebellion? So we talked about the false democracy. So one of the reasons why the rebellions happen is because of false democracy. The laws can be rejected by the Legislative Council. If you remember well, the Legislative Council has more power than the Assembly Chamber. In that sense, the Legislative Council can decide if they pass or not a law. A second reason why the rebellions happen, it's because it's because of the 92 resolutions. So Le Parti Patriote asked for changes and they asked for 22 resolutions or demands. However, what happened next is that Great Britain says no to the resolutions. Great Britain rejects all the resolutions. Louis-Joseph Papineau then asked people not to buy British products as well as not selling any item to them. This means to boycott. Alright, so Louis-Joseph Papineau, the leader of Le Parti Patriote, is asking people not to buy products from Great Britain and he's asking people not to sell things to Great Britain. That here, not either selling or buying means to boycott the products. All leaders are going to be arrested, but the population resists. So Great Britain decides to send the army and arrest the leaders like Louis-Joseph Papineau. But the population decides to resist. They don't want that to happen. As a consequence, boom, the rebellions began. Lower Canada against Great Britain. Then a long period of time, about 1 to 2 years, we are looking at the rebellions. And during the rebellions, different battles happen. One of the most important ones is the first one, the Saint-Denis battle. The rebels are armed with guns and sticks. They win the first battle in Saint-Denis. So as you can see in the picture here, you see this guy, he makes part of the population, and this is the British Army. So they use guns and they use sticks to make sure that they can protect the population. But Great Britain with the army is very strong. The Patriots try to win again. Saint-Denis is a small town close to Montreal, so they win the first battle. But then, when they continue during other battles, the Patriots try to win again, but they lose. They're not able to continue. They're gonna lose. As a consequence, the rebellions end in 1838. A lot of the rebellions are happening in Lower Canada, but some people in Upper Canada as well are not do not follow the rules of Great Britain. But the whole rebellions end in 1838. Le Parti Patriote loses. So then what happens? After the rebellions, there's a new general governor coming to Lower Canada, and this general governor is Lord Durham. Lord Durham will be the next general governor. And why is he so important? He's very important because he's going to investigate what just happened with the rebellions. So he investigates and realizes that maybe you need to. Durham says that the reasons for the rebellions are, well, first, not enough power for the Assembly Chamber, and two, conflicts between Canadians and British. So he's saying that the Assembly Chamber does not have enough power, and that's one of the reasons why the rebellions happen. The second reason is because Canadians and the British have a lot of conflicts. They don't like each other. As a measure, he suggests two different things. He wants to prevent other rebellions. So Durham suggests to unite Lower and Upper Canada. He wants Lower and Upper Canada to become one complete colony, and two, he wants to put in place a responsible government. Putting into place a responsible government means that the Legislative Council, ça veut dire que le Conseil législatif, the Legislative Council is going to be elected by the Assembly Chamber. Le Conseil législatif va être choisi par la Chambre d'Assemblée, plus par le gouverneur. That means if the Legislative Council is chosen by the Assembly Chamber, then the population is going to have more power than before. So these are the two recommendations. So because of these two ideas of Lord Durham, the new constitution arrives, and it's called the Union Act of 1840, l'Acte d'Union de 1840. C'est une constitution, donc un autre changement de territoire, et aussi dans le gouvernement. As a consequence, we have the new territory. Here you have in blue the new territory of the Union Act. Before we had lower and upper Canada. Now it's a huge territory that is called United Canada. Ça s'appelle le Canada uni. And le Canada uni is going to have one assembly chamber, one legislative council, one governor, and one executive council. Donc, ils vont avoir une chambre d'assemblée, un conseil législatif, un gouverneur et un conseil exécutif. Ce qui est bien dans ceci, c'est que le conseil législatif va être choisi par la chambre d'assemblée. The Legislative Council is going to be elected by the Assembly Chamber. So this is what we look today. We follow the two objectives. We understand the causes of the rebellions, 3 causes. We identify some characteristics of the rebellion, like the Saint-Denis battle. And now we understand why the Union Act happened during the 1840s.